What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over looking at the new primetime, or not primetime set, but I'm going to call it primetime set because he's the LTD Deion Sanders. He's got the Buffaloes playing well there in Colorado. We're getting the new Legends drop tomorrow. Heisman moments cards. Darren McFadden from Arkansas as well, who is just super exciting. I'm excited about this drop coming tomorrow, and hopefully you guys are as well. Now, as we do dive into this thing today, if you are new to the channel, man, and have not yet, make sure you do smash that subscribe button. Really do appreciate all of the recent support on the channel. You guys are incredible. Love each and every one of you guys. That makes this fun for me. So, cards you know coming tomorrow. Deion Sanders, 93 speed, 9. Does that say 95 man coverage? Dude is ridiculous. Also do get Darren McFadden, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, good change of direction, as well as Andy, and he's before my time. So look, if y'all can call me a casual all you want, Andy Katzenmoyer is before my time. 89 speed, 92 acceleration, good hit power, good block shed. Just looks like a good overall middle linebacker. So 3 really, I would say, solid cards coming tomorrow. Now, it's important to note for the 92s and Katzenmoyer as well as Darren McFadden, they're going to see some budget cards. They're going to have a 90 overall. They're going to have, some of those 89, 88, 87 overalls as well. So for all, no matter how many coins you have, these are the cards to look to add to your squad tomorrow. Now, let's start at the back, okay, with Andy Katzenmoyer. Now, here's the thing. The middle linebacker position right now is pretty solid. And I feel like for Katzenmoyer, it's going to be tough for him to crack those top couple of linebackers. Like Manti Te'o is in the game. We also do have Stutzman, who obviously has a crazy, speed. Now for Katzenmoyer, he is 6'3", so he's going to have a solid height there at the middle linebacker position. Again, I don't necessarily love the zone coverage rating at an 80, but it's not bad. Like, that is a zone coverage rating that you can at least work with. Just think this card's going to be more of a run stopper than anything else, but he is a pretty balanced overall middle linebacker. Like, there's not anything bad he really does on the field. Do wish that zone coverage again just was slightly higher. Now it's not crazy, but do wish it was that slightly a little bit higher. But the card is fine. I do believe his budget cards aren't going to be anything to really look at, but this card really solid. Should be a solid middle linebacker for you guys. Darren McFadden up next. Now I'm going to go through all the running backs right now in the game and talk about where I think Darren McFadden's going to rank. Now, here's the first thing I want to say. The trucking stat being a 70 does matter. It does, because, sometimes you just get in those close quarter situations and you really can't do anything but truck. And so that does leave a lot to be desired. I still think, in my opinion, the way I think of Darren McFadden is kind of, and you guys can disagree, but maybe a better version of a CJ Spiller. I mean, the 92 speed is actually crazy. 92 acceleration. That's literally the fastest running back in the entire game. Not going to be as good at breaking tackles, not as good as trucking as a guy like Caleb Johnson, but I do really like Darren McFadden, and I think when you're looking at the most complete running backs in the game, he's got to be up there, because even a Toby Gerhart, he's only got 90 speed. Darren McFadden is going to be your fastest running back in the game. I do believe DeAnthony Thomas has that 92 speed as well. I'm actually looking on the auction house, but there are none up right now. But I think he's got that 92 speed as well. But Darren McFadden going to be the fastest back in the game. Good carrying, great change of direction, good break tackle. I do want to see what the spin move, juke move does look like. I'm guessing it's going to be absolutely outstanding, but I still want to see what that does look like before I'm, super high on this card. But from the looks of it, guys, Darren McFadden does look like an absolute beast of a running back. And even I believe at a 90 overall, he's still going to have good speed. He's still going to be elusive in the open field. Even at that 90 overall, Darren McFadden is still going to be really solid in this game. So I like McFadden. I think he could be a running back that can help your squad out in a big time way. And again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Even the budget guys in the drop tomorrow are something to look at. The 90 overall McFadden could be one of your best budget cards in the entire game. Now again, at the middle linebacker position, I'm not as high on Katzenmoyer as some people might be, but the card is still really solid. It's just hard for me, and I know people don't like Stutzman's change of direction necessarily, but Stutzman has 93 speed in his 6'4", so it's hard for me to be super high on Katzenmoyer. Although I do think the card is really good. It's just tough for me with him, Jay Higgins, you got Manti Te'o. All cards that I think are just going to be slightly better than Katzenmoyer. But It is tough. Jay Higgins might not be better than Katzenmoyer, but that is definitely tough. Deion Sanders primetime. Last but certainly not least. The best cornerback in the game come tomorrow. There's no if, there's no ands, there's no buts about it. He is going to be your best corner in the game tomorrow. And it really starts with the speed, acceleration, and man coverage. But you look at all those things, and he still has the 90 zone coverage as well. So, I mean, yes, he is a man cover corner, for sure. He's better in man coverage than anything else, but he still can play zone. So, like, that's the thing when I'm looking at Deion Sanders. It's like, yeah, you know what? Like, he is a better man coverage than literally any other corner in the game, but his zone coverage is still good. It's at a 90. And that's something on first look. When I first looked at Deion Sanders, I didn't see the zone coverage rating, but now I'm seeing that. I'm like, dude, what can this card not do? 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 95 man coverage, 90 zone coverage. Like, Deion Sanders is ridiculous in this game. And I do like this drop from top to bottom because in McFadden and Katzenmoyer, these are like rare college cards. Like, I like this drop coming tomorrow in a big time way. And these are all cards that I might look to pick up for my specific squad. Now, I'm biased kind of against Darren McFadden just because like Caleb Johnson's in the game and I'm an Iowa fan. So obviously I'm going to run Caleb Johnson. But as far as the rest of these cards, guys, I'm excited about this drop. And I feel like it's rare for me to be excited about a drop at this stage of college football ultimate team. But coming into tomorrow, guys, I am relatively excited, which I didn't honestly expect to say at the start of this video, but that's where I'm at. So, Deion Sanders, if you're going to pick this card up, you're going to have the best corner in the game. Honestly, I expect his price to be like 1,000,000 coins. And you can call me crazy, but I think he is that good. With that 95 man coverage, it's just tough for me not to picture this card being absolutely insanely expensive in the game as one of the best corners in the game. Now, one thing I'm just going to tell you guys to just be careful of, because I just want to warn you guys, okay? I don't want to say we're winding down, but as far as the field pass is concerned, it says 32 days left. So I don't know when the Legends lock-in necessarily is going to be, but the Legends lock-in is Charles Woodson. Now, what do we know about Charles Woodson? He's got 94 speed acceleration and 96 man coverage. So, in a couple of weeks, Deion is going to get surpassed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's a couple of weeks from now. So again, if you get Deion Sanders, he's going to be one of your best corners in the game. And even after that, Charles Woodson's out, Deion Sanders is still going to be good. But I just want you guys to think about what is coming in the future of this game. Don't think Deion Sanders is going to play forever, because obviously Charles Woodson is better than the card. But this card is an absolute beast of a card, and definitely a card that if you have, can play for the foreseeable future. So I'm excited about this content drop tomorrow. And even Darren McFadden, like, that's when I first was kind of starting to get into college football, was when like Darren McFadden was in his prime, guys. And the guy was just a beast. Again, Katzenmoyer was before my time, but I bet I could ask my dad if he knew who Katzenmoyer was, and I guarantee he would know who Katzenmoyer is. Again, before my time, but I almost guarantee he would know who this guy is. So that's going to wrap it up for my video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the 3 cards. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.